Hello, welcome. My name is Tim Burbage. Welcome to Tim Burbage Reads. Welcome to my house. And today I'm going to talk to you about a book that I've just finished reading. It is The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. This book was written in the 1890s and I read it on my Kindle. So, Dorian Gray is a character that is well known. I think it's entered the public consciousness. It's in the public domain, so it's used quite a lot. What I knew about this story going into it is about a man who has his picture painted and the picture ages instead of he does. And what I thought was that if he looks at the picture, then the ages switch back and he dies from old age. That's what I thought the story was going into this. And it's similar, but a bit different. So, first thing first, the thing that really shines here is Oscar Wilde's writing. The descriptions are beautiful, the dialogue is quippy and witty and charming, and there's three main characters. You have Dorian Gray, you have his friend Henry, and then you have his friend Basil. One thing that comes out across this is that it is very gay, this book. It is not erotic in any way, but all three men are obsessed with each other, and they talk about their love for each other and their obsession and how they dream about each other and think about each other all the time. And they, especially Henry, is not very nice towards women. Henry is the bad influence. He comes in and he just quips about everything. Everything he says is like a zinger, like a quote that is attributed to Oscar Wilde. Most of them are from Henry. And he doesn't respect anyone or anything. He uses apathy as a shield, or he's just generally apathetic towards the world, and he views life as it doesn't mean anything. You're just out trying to just enjoy it because you're going to die at the end of it. While Basil is a very good person. He's the artist. He's the artist that paints the painting, and he puts so much of his soul into it that he really cares about Dorian. And Dorian starts off the book somewhere in the middle, and then over time, Dorian changes. First of all, when they paint the picture, Henry says, "Well, that's the youngest you're ever going to be. By tomorrow, you will be older than that picture." And Dorian makes a wish that he will never grow older, and we see what that means. So the painting does get older, but also the painting takes on aspects of Dorian's personality and hides it from the rest of the world. And so Dorian kind of then lives the rest of his life consequence-free. Because anything bad that he does not appear on him. It appears in the painting. So it's almost, it's like almost life is a game to him. And he uses people and manipulates people, and he doesn't care. There's no consequence for it because it doesn't show up on him physically at all. So I found the concept very interesting. I found the three characters very interesting. The plot kind of lost me a little bit in the middle, because once you have the reveal that Dorian is like, "Oh, I can do something," and then you see his callousness to start with, and the impact of that callousness involving a woman called Sybil Vane, and that's when you see Dorian switch. And then you have a period of time where, I don't know, I was really struggling to concentrate on books in June, and it kind of lost me. I found an audiobook to try and bring me back into it, but there was about 50 to 60 pages where I don't really, it kind of is a bit of a blur, and then it kicks back in again, and then the last quarter to a third of the book is really good, as tension gets ratcheted up, and Dorian starts realizing that maybe his life isn't free from consequence. So for me, I gave this 3 stars. I enjoyed the writing, the actual prose, the dialogue. I enjoyed the characters, but the plot, that middle bit, and it's not a long book. This book, my version on the Kindle, is like 175 pages. It's a very short book. And yeah, even that shorter book, I struggled in the middle because there was something happened, and then there's a big lull, and then something else really bad happens, and then that kicks it into overdrive towards the end. I say overdrive. Overdrive as a 1890s classic literary fiction piece goes. Yeah. I think in terms of where Dorian Gray is in the public consciousness, there are some differences, so expect that. Especially, he looks at the painting all the time. He looks at the painting a lot, anyway, and he suffers no consequence from it. But yeah, overall, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. Would I read more Oscar Wilde stuff? Yes. I think he did The Importance of Being Earnest, and I think he maybe did some essays and stuff, but he unfortunately died very young, which is sad. But yeah, so that's the book. If you like this, if you read The Picture of Dorian Gray, comment below, let me know what you thought of it, and I'll see you in the next one. And get out of my house!